explain. 2 seconds, okay? I'm making macaroni and cheese today. Let's be clear, everybody loves macaroni and cheese, but I said it could be overrated, which it could be if you've had your mouth set on a macaroni and cheese that you may have seen a picture of, or you may have seen a video of, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta have it, I may want it. But then when you taste it, it's not what you expected. And that could be either because it wasn't cheesy enough, it wasn't juicy enough, and that's why I say that it could have been overrated, because it wasn't what you wanted. But we're going to do a macaroni and cheese today that you can't complain about, and it's going to be so good, so cheesy, and I'm excited. Make sure y'all comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. Don't laugh. We're going to get this video started, and make sure you go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the video, and roll with the fam. We're going to make this delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and start by cutting my pot on. I have a big old pot of water right here. We're going to boil some noodles. And I have some good old elbow box noodles. I have 2 boxes of those. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 boxes. It's Thanksgiving, and this is going to be a Thanksgiving macaroni and cheese also. And then what's going to make this macaroni so cheesy is that I got 6 cheeses. I'm about to put up 7 fingers, but 6 cheeses. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, man. That's the turkey over there, just marinating, waiting for this goodness of a macaroni and cheese. So, the cheeses today are, we have some sharp cheddar, mozzarella, pepper jack, Velveeta. This is actually a switch up for me because I actually don't use Velveeta, but I wanted to switch it up this year and do something different with my macaroni. So comment down below if you're used to using Velveeta and does it make it creamy for you or stringy for you. What does the Velveeta actually do for the macaroni? Because some people like it and some people have never tried it. Let everybody know. And then guess what, y'all? Some Gouda cheese. Now, if you don't know anything about this Gouda cheese, it's going to give it a nice smoky taste in the background. And you want to kind of have a mixture of your cheeses between a little bit salty, smoky, sharp, a little bit mild. And then the mozzarella is going to make it nice and creamy. So just try to get a mixture of different cheeses. You can use whatever you want, but just make it your own. So if you know, or if you don't know, you need to go and watch our last few videos. We have to have the shredded cheese on top of the macaroni because that's going to give it a nice crust on top. Or 2 bags of those because I'm going to try to make 2 pans. If it's too much macaroni, then I'll freeze the pan and then put it in the freezer. But we're definitely going to go ahead and make 2 pans of macaroni. Something that you can put in your macaroni that you don't have to, but is a delicious added bonus, is some sour cream. So if you're like me and like to switch up your recipes from time to time, from your normal macaroni to something more different, put some sour cream in there. If you love sour cream on your tacos or anything else, you will love it in the macaroni too. Trust me. Now what's going to give that macaroni that extra juiciness that you need is some evaporated milk. Now you can use regular whole milk, half and half, heavy cream. You need the fattiness from the milk, okay? So use some evaporated milk, some heavy cream, half and half, whatever you have, and that's going to help you, okay? You need some eggs, at least 2, okay? So the way I'm making my macaroni and cheese is I'm not doing the cheese sauce. So I'm going to cut up these cheeses. I'm going to go ahead and cut these cheeses up. And then I'm going to mix the sour cream and the eggs together with the milk. And I'm going to mix that together. And then we're going to put it in the pan instead of making a cheese sauce. So I grew up personally on the cheese sauce. And husband, he grew up with the cheese just cut up in your macaroni. So let me know which macaroni you like. Do you make a cheese sauce, or do you cut your cheese up in your macaroni and then it gets nice and cheesy? So comment down below. Everybody does this different, but the main goal is that it's going to be cheesy at the end. Come on over and watch me work. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these cheeses up, get everything nice and going. So this is my butcher knife that I use. The cheese, because once I cut it up, everything is still stuck together. So just separate your cheese, and then this Gouda is gonna go in this one. And don't forget the Velveeta. It looks like a cream cheese style cheese with the packaging. Let's give this a try. I need to make one box of macaroni, but because this is for Thanksgiving and if I have some extra left, I'm gonna freeze it, which is why I'm making 2 boxes, but you only need 1 box. Just make sure you stir your noodles once you take them in the pot. And I just add a little bit of oil to my water so my noodles won't stick. So right now I just drained my noodles. This was a lot of noodles. It was more noodles than what I actually thought it was. But I drained the noodles and I'm running some cold water over top of it so that way it will stop the cooking process, because I don't like mushy noodles and hopefully you don't either. You just want to make sure you stop your noodles before they get too soft, because remember we're going to put these in the oven as well. So today's butter of choice is going to be this pure Irish butter. It's so good and flavorful. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and pick one of these up. I just put about 3 tads of butter in there and just go ahead and mix that around. So this way it's going to get a little tricky. So I done made 2 boxes of macaroni. I'm not going to use them 2 boxes of macaroni, although I thought I probably would have. So you have your ratio of how much noodles you're putting in to how much cheese you have. So if you're putting in more noodles and not enough cheese, then you're not going to have, you know, a good macaroni. So you want to make sure that your ratio of your cheese to your noodles to your liquid is good, because if not, it's not going to come out the way you want to. I got a good ratio of my noodles to my cheese. And then make sure y'all mix that Velveeta cheese in good, because if not, it's just going to be real clunky. Okay? You want to make sure you have your cheese spread out evenly in the pan. So, you know, you'll have all the cheese in the middle of the pan, but not on the edge of the pan. Okay, everything needs some love. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the liquid part of the macaroni and cheese done. So in the beginning, I said that I wasn't making a cheese, so this is the other way that you can make your macaroni, and this is the way that Daddy likes to make his. So we're gonna take 1 egg, and then not a lot of people use sour cream in their macaroni, but I like the flavor of the sour cream. It adds a nice little extra creamy taste to it. So let's do half of this. Take a whole can of my evaporated milk. Because you don't want to put too much liquid in it, because then it's going to be too soupy, and you want to make sure that when you make the macaroni, it gets a nice little firm feel to it for all the cheese to gel together, but not too dry where, you know, when you cut into it, you're not going to be able to see the cheese because you don't have enough liquid in it. So it has to be a nice little balance in between, and that's what you got to figure out, is the balance. And I honestly still struggle with this a little bit, but I feel like I've done it enough times where I kind of got the hang of it now. The liquid parts together, so that way it's easier when I mix it in the cheese. All I got to do is just stir it up and not have to worry about the egg not being mixed in all together. Sit in a separate bowl first, and then add it to your macaroni. It's going to be so are you getting what I'm saying now, as far as it being cheesy like it's supposed to be, and enough liquid like it's supposed to be? And we haven't even got to the seasoning part. And that's the main thing too, is making sure it's seasoned. So do not go anywhere. We almost there, but we getting there. But at least you seeing me eye to eye now. We seeing each other eye to eye now. Okay? So I like to season my macaroni after I put my liquid in. I just like to know how much liquid I have before I start the seasoning. But you tell me, am I doing it backwards? Should I be seasoning it before I put the liquid in, or should I season it after the fact? How do you make your macaroni? I'm just going to start out with a little bit, because like they say, you can put more in, but you can't take it out. So, okay. So let's start with this first. And the main thing is you just want to make sure that the liquid gets on the noodles. It covers the cheese. I may be able to add a little bit more liquid, but let me finish mixing this together first, and then I can tell. If you move your spoon at the bottom of the tray and it's a lot of liquid there, then you don't need to add any more liquid. But right now, mine doesn't have a lot of liquid at the bottom. So I'm good. I can add a little bit more liquid if I wanted to. And everything is nice and coated the way I want to already. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more. And we're going to bake this in the oven for about 30 minutes. Make sure that cheese gets nice and melted in the inside, like how it's supposed to be. So when you pull that spoon out, that cheese will be coming out The cheese come together. It comes nice and bubbly. And y'all know I'm extra, so I gotta add a little bit of this smoked paprika on top just to make it look pretty. Of course, you know you gotta make your food look pretty. Now if you don't have the smoked paprika, just come in with some regular paprika and we're gonna sprinkle that on top. Just to give it a nice color, okay? Alright. So what y'all think? You think it's gonna be worth the wait? Oh my goodness, can you see this? Oh my god. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the foil on top of this, put it in the oven, and then we're gonna come back for the reveal. So this is what it looks like after 30 minutes. Oh my god. Oh. Can you say oh my god too? So we're just gonna go ahead and let this get nice and goldeny brown on top. Again, we sprinkled, so that's the paprika that we sprinkled on top, and it's gonna be amazing, y'all. Just wait, just wait, just wait. Did y'all see that macaroni? It looked nice and juicy and cheesy, just what we want. So I'm gonna cook it uncovered for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put it on broil. And when I tell you this macaroni is going to be, this is no overrated macaroni. What you see is what you get. Macaroni and cheese. Make sure y'all follow us. We're not telling you nothing wrong. You've made it through this video and like what you see. Come on and subscribe to the channel.